Hi, I'm Richard Rogers, and I absolutely hope that you enjoy today's spiritual message. You know, we at Unity of Phoenix Spiritual Center are committed to helping people live better lives. We're going to provide you tools over and over, spiritual tools that allow you to live your best possible life. And if you want to leave a donation to continue to allow the work that we do to support other people just like you, we say thank you. Thank you for your generosity, because this ministry is committed to making the world a better place.
Okay, so is it okay for you to be wildly blessed? Yay! Okay, so it's okay for you to be wildly blessed. And is it okay for everybody around you to be wildly blessed? Do you ever start paying attention to how blessed anybody else is more than you're paying attention to how blessed you are? Do you ever kind of get your nose into other people's business? See, what I want us to do, and where I wanted to take off this year, is I really want us to be willing to move beyond all the limitations of the past. Because if God is infinite, and if God is good, then there's no limit to how blessed we should be. Is that true? And what I see is that for most of us, we get in a little comfort zone, right? With the blessings that we're used to, the life that we're used to, and we kind of hang out in the places where we've hung out before. And what I think is so interesting is that as a soul, as a spiritual being, there is no limit to the good that God offers us, right? But then it's really our place to open to receive it, and to receive it in a way that is greater than we've known before. So as a soul, we're always in the process of opening a door to greater good, to being more blessed than we've ever been before, and to go beyond all those places where we thought we needed to deny ourselves. So this month I've wanted to spend some time on some key ideas about really leveraging up your life, because I believe that it's time for us to go higher, that we must go higher, that we must be more blessed, that we have to go beyond all the limitations that we've inflicted upon ourselves and allow ourselves to be more blessed than we've ever been before. So I began this year with the idea of this triangle. And I said, you know, this triangle for me represents what I think most of us have, one of these three issues or one of these three opportunities. And it's happiness, and I don't know if, hopefully I can pick it up on the screen. Happiness. The other one was value. And this is self-love. And I ask you to pick one of these three things and really spend all year internally soaking that in. Because I believe that for most of us, one of these three areas in our life would really shift us a great deal. If we knew more self-love, if we valued ourselves more, if we were happier than we've ever been before, that those three things at our core create a great deal of change. I mean, it's hard when you're getting happier and happier every day not to let God bless you. Is that true? If you're just every day getting happier, it's like, well, bring it on. Right? If every day you're knowing your internal value, if every day you're feeling more and more valuable, then it's hard not to let God bless you in greater and greater ways, because you're owning your value. And if you're owning self-love in greater and greater ways every day, owning self-love so you feel more and more loved every day, it's hard to say, no, God, I've got too much already. Like, no, just send it to somebody else because I can't use any more. Right? So in this process of really making deep internal changes, we allow ourselves to be more and more blessed. Because I feel like I really feel like this is part of my job, is to make sure that you get radically blessed in this lifetime. That you, on your last breath, feel like, man, I made some profound changes in my life to be more blessed than I've ever known before, to really push the envelope and to allow my soul to really receive in ways that I've never done before. So this was the first one. Then the second week, we really talked about action. And I said that I believe that action is the source of empowerment. That we can think about things and understand things and intellectualize things, but it's not until it comes into the realm of action, till we actually take a step and a new step and take a new action, that we actually feel empowered. That there's something empowering about doing that which you've never done before. It really opens the door to new possibilities. And we want to intellectualize life. But the point that I made the second week was, as a spiritual being, you didn't come into the three-dimensional world just to think about life, that you could actually have done that from the other side. True? Like you can conceptualize things on the other side. But the reason you came into three-dimensional form, the reason you took on a body, was to actually bring it into form, to live it, to bring it into the cells of your body, to take actions, to feel it, to live it, to know it as a three-dimensional expression. Because as a spiritual being, right, you can intellectualize all kinds of things. But as a physical being, you get to own it. And that's the joy of life. So the second week, I really invited you to move into action. What are the new actions that you feel called to take that would really change your life? And then last week, we looked at trust. Anybody remember that? Like we really looked at really opening the door to greater trust, to trust God, to trust yourself, to trust life, and to really be willing to look at how much easier life is when you trust. Is that true? The life is so much easier. And then we really looked at all the ways that we've been wounded that really prevent us from trusting. But really, the more that we trust, the easier everything is. And then this week, thanks, Brian. Brian got me a new pad of paper. He said, I have 50 sheets. So he thought I should be able to go to 6 or 7 a.m. tomorrow morning with 50 sheets. So if I go too long, it's Brian's fault, right? So this week we're going to look at you guess what the next one is? Oh my God, you're geniuses. Right? Now, how many of you remember Sesame Street where they would sing, one of these things is not like the other? You remember that? Now, if you look at these three words, which one of these is not like the other? Nope. Well, kind of, but no. Which one of these is not like the other? If you hear somebody say, ready, set, go, which one of those is not like the other one? Ready is a question. The other two are commands. Hey, I'm not your grammar teacher. Right? The reality is, when you say ready, set, go, this is a question. Are you ready? Right? When in college, I rode crew. You know what? 8 guys in a boat, stroke, stroke, stroke. And in crew, they start the race by saying this in French. And now that I've said it out loud, I'm not going to be able to remember it because my French is really weak. But it is about halfway through my talk, it'll come back and I'll announce it, right? But they say it in French. But the whole command is before you get to set or go, guess what the universe is asking you? Are you ready? And what I want you to see is over and over and over again, the universe is asking you, are you ready? Are you ready for your next step? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to be more blessed than you've ever been before? And over again, your soul has to decide if you're ready. Right? Your soul has to decide. Are you ready? Because we think we're ready. We want to be ready. But sometimes if we tell ourselves the truth, we're scared to move forward. And over again, for us to move from the life that we have to the life that God is offering us, the universe says, are you ready? Scripture. Ezekiel, be prepared and prepare yourself. From Psalms 23:5, that will prepare before you a table in the presence of my enemies. And in John 14, I go to prepare a place for you. That one of the things I want you to see about being ready is that we actually have to prepare ourselves for the next level of good. We have to prepare ourselves to be more blessed than we've ever been before. And so how do we do that? How do you prepare yourself for greater good? Anybody want to take a shot at that one, since we had such good luck on the first question? How do you prepare yourself for greater good? Prayer? Great, right? One of the things I want you to see tonight is that one of the ways that we prepare ourselves is to actually begin to look for good. Right? So the more you actually begin to look for good in your life, the more you begin to see it. Have you ever bought a new car? And on your way home with your new car, you see that there's 50 of them in your neighborhood? Right? And the moment you begin to focus on anything in your life, you begin to see it everywhere. So part of being ready is that you're actually beginning to look for the good that you want in your life. Because how many of us have ever had a friend or a family member that you were looking for them to insult you? Has anybody ever had a family member and you were like at Christmas time you walk in and you know they're going to insult you, right? You just know they're going to insult you. You know they're going to make a crack about this or about that or about this or about that, and you walk in the door looking to be offended. Have you ever done that? Nobody's ever done that. Okay, then I'm the only spiritually backwards person in the whole room. All right? But over and over again, what you look for, you find. And so the universe is asking you over and over again, are you ready? Are you ready to be changed? Are you ready to be healed? Are you ready to be made new? Are you ready? And also part of being ready is letting go of the old. Like if you're really ready, it's like, take it. I don't need that stuff anymore. Take it. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to be wildly blessed. I'm ready. So one of the areas that I want us to really look at tonight is if you tell yourself the truth, Spirit's asking you over and over and over again, are you ready? And I want you to be able to say with all that you are, I'm ready. God, I'm ready to be more blessed. I'm ready to be happier. I'm ready to have greater relationships. I'm ready to have greater work. I'm ready to know myself in a new way. I'm ready. And any part of me that's not ready, I'm ready for that part of me to be healed. I'm ready to be healed at depth so that I can move to the next level of good. Let's get to set. Now, when somebody says to you, I'm set, what does that mean to you? Okay. Let's try to expand this a little bit, group. Come on, work with me just a little bit. When somebody says to you, oh man, I'm set for life, what does that mean? And the people murmur. What does that mean if you say I'm set for life? What does that mean to you? That you're split. Or when I think of somebody saying I'm set or I'm set for life, I think they know that they're financially set up forever. Would you give that to me? Right? If somebody says to them, man, I'm set, or I'm set for life, I think, oh man, that guy's got it, or that lady's got it. They're set for life, right? So I want you not to miss this middle step, right? Because this middle step is asking you about what you believe about the universe. So if you're ready, but then the next question is, are you set? Well, no, I don't have enough. I'm not even close to being set. I haven't had enough in years. And over again, one of the things the universe wants you to see is to the degree that you believe that you're set is to the degree that you get to be wildly blessed. That those that have, more is given. And those that have not, even that they have is taken away. Right? So lack creates what? Lack. Abundance creates abundance. That when we get to this place and the universe is asking you, are you ready? And then the universe says, are you set? And it's like, yes, I'm set. I'm set. I am so set. I'm set for life. I'm set for eternity. I'm set to be wildly blessed. I am set that everything I want is going to be provided. I'm set today. I'm set tomorrow. I'm set for next week. I'm set for next month. I'm set. See, set really invites us to heal all of our wounds, that there's not enough and that there's not enough for us. That when we live in a culture of lack and limitation, we don't ever feel set. We feel scared. We hustle around just to get enough to get by, just to make it through the day, and we never feel like we're set. What if you lived this day as if you were set? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun to know that anything that you would ever need would easily and abundantly be provided? I'm set. Will you just say it with me just once, just for grin? I'm set. I want you to say it like you actually mean it. I'm set. Now, let's go all the way. I'm set for life. One more time. I'm set for life. One more time, just for grins. I'm set for life. I'm set for life. How much fun is that to say? I am set. I know that God is my source. I am set for life. I'm set. God, am I ready? Yes. Am I set for life? Yes. It's just so much fun to be set. How many of you have ever enjoyed being needy? Right? Sometimes it's fun to be needy. Right? You can go to people and you can be a victim and you can whine and you can carry on and, you know? And you can just feel so bad. You can have a little pity party wherever you are. Right? But it's hard to have a pity party if you're set for life. I'm set. One more time. I'm set. Now, if you announce to your whole world that you're set, do you feel a little embarrassed about that, or are you okay with being set? So if everybody knows that you're set for the rest of your life, do you kind of back it down? Or are you willing to go out and say, I'm set. I'm set for life. I mean, it is so much fun to say, am I the only one that's having fun with this? I am set for life. One more time. I am set for life. It is so much more fun. Like, yes, you can work out of your issues and your lack and your limitation and your story and your drama, and you can go and talk about in the 4th grade how you didn't get the piece of cake that you wanted, or how you didn't get the prom date that you were hoping for, and you can go on and on about how life didn't work for you. But nobody really wants to listen anymore. We've heard those stories. A new story would be, I'm sad. Because it takes on a level of maturity. It takes on a level of a spiritual adulthood. I'm sad. Like, it's kind of cute when you're in high school or college to put $3 in your gas tank. You know, when actually $3 and you could almost get a quarter of a tank or maybe a half a tank for $3. But as an adult, it's not as much fun to take $3 and say, can I get like a little over a gallon of gas to try to get me to work today? It's not as much fun. It's actually more fun to say, I'm set. I'm set for life. I'm set because God is my source. I'm set because everything I need is always provided. I'm set because it's the Father's good pleasure to give me the kingdom. I'm set. And I want you to really see if you can make that internal shift from lack and need to a knowingness that it's God's joy to take care of you. I'm set. One more time, big. I'm set. One more time. I'm set. Now, the next one. The next one actually I think is the most fun. Because the next one is about go. And everything in life is about how much are you willing to go. Corinthians says, do you know that all those who run the race, but only one will receive the prize? Can I read that one more time? Do you know that those who run the race, all will run the race, but only one will receive the prize? See, when it comes to go is about our drive. And the thing that's interesting about our go is to the degree that we have an internal drive, is to the degree that the entire universe moves in our direction. Can I say that one more way and a little differently? Have you ever not had the energy to get off the couch? Like, that's a ton of fun, right? You know, so from time to time we can all have I quit days and we just, pull the blankets over our head and quit and not do anything and not move forward and not change anything in our life. We can have an I quit day, right? But what I want you to see is the thing that defines pretty much everything in your life is your own internal drive. That life doesn't bless you, not fully, not completely, without drive. That the whole universe waits for you to drive, to go. And the level that your drive, your passion, your movement, your energy is to the level that you really, truly get blessed. And the reason that drive is so important is it does two things. First, it overcomes doubt. And the second thing that it does is it overcomes obstacles. Let me give you this quote by Abraham Lincoln. Always be in mind that your own resolute to succeed is more important than any other thing. Okay? Can I read it one more time? Always be in mind that your own resolute to succeed is the most important thing. So here's what I'm trying to say here. Is that we succeed at the level in life, at the level that we put our will into effect to move us forward. Okay? So, okay, let me try it one more way. Have you ever not cared? You not care how it turned out, not cared how it went, not cared, right? When we don't care, we don't engage the power of our spirit in the greatest possible way. But when we feel a passionate drive toward anything, we actually begin to move the entire universe in our favor. And the problem tends to be that as we get older and we have more and more success, we tend to want to hold on to what we have instead of passionately moving forward with a deeper level of drive to our next level of good. And what if tonight you were willing to fully engage your go, your drive? Well, Richard, I don't know where I'd do with it. Which direction would I go? What do I really want that's that important to me? How, where, why would I actually want to move that much energy? Because I'm kind of okay, right? And there's nothing wrong with kind of being okay. But it doesn't move us forward. It doesn't radically bless us. But the moment we have a deep longing or desire and we link that with a drive, everything in our life becomes possible because we overcome self-doubt and every obstacle. Now, how can I guarantee that your drive can overcome every obstacle? Because it does. How many of you taught that belief was the most important thing? Like many of us spiritually are taught that belief is the most important thing. It's just not. It's important, but not as important as your drive. Because there's going to be times when you don't believe. Does that make sense? When you're in self-doubt, when you're not sure it's going to work. And if you stay in belief, that's where you stop. But if you trust go, if you trust your drive, if you trust the passion of your soul, you will actually overcome disbelief to get you to where you want to go. And then over and over and over again, your drive is the most important determining factor to how successful you will be in any area of your life, including spiritually. Those people that hunger and thirst for God are satisfied because their drive makes it so. Those people who want to be successful in relationships or in their work or with their family, their drive makes it so. That our drive is the thing that opens the door to the infinite, because your will be fulfilled. You will not be denied any good thing from God. But if you don't fully activate your drive, you're not going to get all the good that God has for you. So what if tonight you were willing to step on your go and go? Okay, can I say one more thing and then I'm going to close? Many times when people who have been through hard experiences don't believe they have permission to go anymore. They don't believe that because they've been through a difficult situation, a relationship, or a job, or a bankruptcy, or whatever, that they have permission to re-engage. And some people have been raised in families where they have never been given permission to go full out. They were taught to go small, don't create waves, don't go too big, don't try too much, don't have too many of your dreams. Settle, 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 settle. And tonight, I want to give you complete permission to knock down the doors of your life. I want you to have complete permission to go for every good thing. if you want a great relationship, if you want a great job, if you want greater abundance, if you want to be happier than you've ever been before, if you want to be a spiritual teacher, if you want to be holy, if you hunger and thirst for God, I want whatever you want, and I want you to put your foot so hard on that accelerator that your soul claims every good thing that God has for you. That when God says to you, ready, set, go, I want you to be gone. Because I believe that where the time that we are in right now, we are not here just to go through the motions. That we're here to hit it, and hit it hard. And there's no judgment about what you want. If you want a great relationship or a great job or money or whatever it is, just hit it. Go for it. Go. You can do it. Yes, self-doubt's going to show up. Obstacles are going to show up. And I want you to do it anyway. Because your soul came for more. Did you hear me? Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. I want you to hear the universe saying to you over and over and over again, ready, set, go. And you can come up with all your stories, and the universe is going to whisper in your ear, ready, set, go. And you get to decide how far and how good and how much and how willing, but over and over again, ready, set, go. Let's pray. I want you to open your mind, your heart to the Spirit of God that is right here, right now, and moving us forward in greater and greater ways. That whatever the longing is in your heart and your soul, whatever it is that you hunger and thirst for, ready, set, go. That this is the day. This is the only day we have. We're not getting back yesterday. We're not getting back 10 years ago. We're not getting back old choices or old experiences or old disappointments. We cannot play that game any longer. All we have is right here, right now, and the universe saying to us, ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. For this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. And so it is. Amen. God bless you all.